Where are you going? You trying to leave? Oh.
The Bloodline without Roman Reigns is still pretty interesting, in my opinion. They've been getting a lot of hate recently online, and a lot of it comes from people feeling like they're a bootleg version of the original Bloodline. But to be honest with you guys, I feel like that's the point. You're meant to feel like Sikoa isn't that guy, he isn't the real tribal chief, and a lot of it could potentially lead to Roman Reigns' eventual return. Let's do a quick recap of the Bloodline 2.0 storyline so far. Roman Reigns loses the WWE title at WrestleMania 40 and disappears. I guess he's in Hollywood now. So Sikoa assumes the role of tribal chief and makes big changes to the Bloodline. First thing he does is boo Jimmy Uso for losing to his brother Jay at WrestleMania and brings in Tama Tonga, and later on brings in Tanga Loa. Paul Heyman doesn't like that Solo is making all of these choices and questions if he really knows what he's doing by bringing these guys in. But Solo assures him that he's getting orders from the tribal chief. Now, which tribal chief is he talking about? Is it Roman Reigns? Is it The Rock? Is it himself? That's where the intrigue comes in. We don't really know what Solo's motivations are. Like, does he really want to become tribal chief? Does he really want to be the head of the table? Or is he just following orders?
Professional wrestling is cool.
One thing which the WWE has done a really good job of is presenting the Tongans as dangerous. On commentary, they mentioned that while they are super talented and have won numerous titles in other promotions, the WWE never decided to bring them in because they were too unhinged, they were too vicious. Which makes you wonder, who made it possible for them to be signed? Was it potentially The Rock?
The Rock sits at the top. Director, TKO board, not WWE, but TKO. Which means The Rock is the boss, which means The Rock is your boss, which means The Rock owns everything, The Rock, everything associated with The Rock, the people's champion, owns it all.
That's another bit of intrigue that they added in subtly. We also had the Hall of Fame Glazer himself, Paul Heyman, gassing up the Tongans. His facial expressions when he's around them is hilarious, man. Tama Tonga has especially good character work, despite him not really talking at all. Like the crawl during his entrance, his menacing look and vibe, I think all of it works really well for him. His theme song is also a banger, it might be the best one Def Rebel has done recently. Tanga Loa on the other hand, I mean, he's alright.
I mean, it's alright, like, overrated as fuck in my opinion. I mean,
I saw this clip of him on Twitter and it made me a little bit worried about him in WWE. But even though we haven't seen too much of him, his in-ring work has been pretty decent so far. That brings me to the main guy himself, Solo Sikoa. Solo repeatedly gets clowned on Twitter, with people saying things like he's the fake tribal chief, he thinks he's him. But like I said in the intro, I believe the point is for you to feel that way about him.
But where we're at right now, where the mana runs strong, just as sure as The Rock is covered in chills already.
So for most of this video, I've been pretty positive about the Bloodline. I've been glazing them a little bit. But of course, the Bloodline 2.0 still has its issues. One big one is that Paul Heyman is the only one in the group who can reliably cut a good promo. I love Paul Heyman, he's really good at his job. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer and he's great and everything. But it gets repetitive after a while hearing the same guy talk about the same things week after week after week after week. I'd love it if Solo could cut a decently long promo, but it feels like the WWE doesn't really trust him in that role. Which is weird because in NXT he was pretty decent on the mic, so I wonder what happened with that. I'd like to see them give him a chance at cutting a Solo promo just to see what it's like, man. Because he might actually be good, but maybe he just hasn't gotten the opportunity to do it yet. We'll have to wait and see. Also, like, I've been seeing a lot of discussion about aura on Twitter. Like, Solo Sikoa has crazy aura, bro. Like, with the suit and then the Tongans behind him during this entrance, it looks crazy, bro. It looks perfect. Okay, so we talked about what happened in the past. We talked about what's happening right now. What's next for the Bloodline storyline? Well, it appears as though multiple members are on the way to being introduced. One of them is Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa's brother, Hikuleo. Another is Fatu, who has been killing it on the independent scene for a while now.
Hammer versus Fatu for the trilogy. And by bet, I would dog walk your ass all over New York City. Hell, MLW top champions. Hell, Godzilla versus King Kong. Hell, you ain't Godzilla and King Kong, cause I'm both. Holiday Rush, New York City. Hammerstone, Christmas Eve will never be the fucking same again.
Now I know what you're gonna say, Michael. Really? More Samoans? Don't we already have enough? When is it gonna stop? It doesn't, man. It's never gonna stop, bro. In 20 years, we're gonna get the debut of James Fatu, Jimmy Uso's kid, and the Bloodline storyline will just continue on.
I was just so happy he was with me, man. And got to see me and his uncle go out there and do what we do. That's all, man. Out of all this, that was the best experience I had. Because everybody see, you know, all this, man, but it ain't even about that, bro. I'm trying to spend time with my family, man. You know, I put smiles on so many other kids, man. I don't even get to see my own that much. But I'm so happy, bro. I got to work out where he is here with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be the last time I bring him. I might be the last time I bring him, Moose, because damn, he was stressing me all week, Goose, and he was taking all the shine, dog. So I'm like, damn, dog, all right, hold on. I ain't gonna leave you at home, you know what I'm saying?
But in the near future, it looks like the WWE is gearing up to do a Bloodline Originals versus Bloodline 2.0 storyline, with The Rock and Roman Reigns being at the top of each faction. This is perfect. This could be cinema, man. This, like a Bloodline Civil War.
I'm interested.
Especially the build up to it. Like, imagine Roman Reigns having to earn the Usos' trust again. The Usos coming back together for the first time in like 2 years. Then bringing in Sami Zayn potentially. Like, that storyline could honestly be fantastic. So while a lot of you guys are feeling down on the Bloodline 2.0 storyline, I promise you it's for a reason. They're gonna get to that Bloodline 2.0 versus Bloodline Originals, and you're gonna see why they did it this way. And hopefully, you know, it brings up Solo Sikoa status even more, because right now people aren't really taking him that seriously. So hopefully through this storyline, they can get Solo Sikoa, they can get Tama Tonga, they can get Tangaloa over. Hopefully. We'll see. And yeah, with all that said, that's why I'm still invested in the storyline, man. Let me know, are you guys still invested or are you out on it? I'll see you in the next video. Bye.